Morning, grade ones. How are you today? Today we are going to read a book. Our book is called The Very Cranky Bear. Now, while we're reading our book today, we need to be thinking about making connections. So, making connections are when we can relate to the book. So, I chose this book, The Very Cranky Bear, because it reminded me of a special someone who's very, very close to me, and sometimes they get a little bit cranky, and sometimes they just need their morning coffee, and it's me. But no, there's lots and lots of things that I can make connections with as we read the book, and so we're making connections to ourselves, and we're also trying to make connections to other texts that we've read. So I've read a book like this, and it had a teddy bear in it, and it was my daughter's book, and it was about Care Bears. So it had a grumpy bear in it as well, actually. I can't remember what Grumpy Bear's name was, the Care Bear, but we're making those kind of connections. So that's what we'd like you to be thinking about while you're reading, making text-to-self connections and text-to-text connections today. The Very Cranky Bear by Nick Bland. In the jingle-jangle jungle on a cold and rainy day, 4 little friends found a perfect place to play. Moose had marvellous antlers, and Lion a golden mane. Zebra had fantastic stripes, and Sheep was plain. None of them had noticed that someone else was there. Sleeping in that cave was a very cranky. This picture reminds me of a time when I've been sat at home when it's been raining lots, and I've been able to play cards with my kids at home. Bear? Roar, went the cranky bear. Roar, roar, roar. He gnashed his teeth and stomped his feet and chased them out the door. So in the jingle-jangle on a cold and rainy day, 4 little friends had nowhere warm to play. Wait a minute, said Zebra, as she scratched her furry chin. Maybe if we cheer him up, he'd let us come back in. If I did not have stripes, said Zebra, I'd be cranky too. We should give that bear some stripes. That's what we should do. Stripes are silly, said Moose, especially on a bear. My antlers always cheer me up. Let's give that bear a pair. Oh, this picture looks like me of this lion. I reckon with a beautiful gold mane. No, I'm just kidding. This reminds me of a book that I've read about a lion, and he had a beautiful mane, and it was called The Lion King. I read that book, and I've also watched that movie too, and that's a text-to-text connection. No, said Lion. Antlers are a bore. A golden mane like mine, he said, would cheer him up for sure. So Zebra fetched a tin of mud, and Lion some grass of gold. Moose got 2 big branches, and Sheep got cold. Sheep was getting worried. They've been eaten up for sure. And then, from in the cave, there came a very cranky roar. Zebra, Lion and Moose ran out, and Bear was right behind them. They hid behind the bushes, where they hoped he wouldn't find them. Why is he still cranky? He's got antlers, stripes, and a mane. Before we gave him those, Lion said, he looked so very plain. As Bear stormed back inside the cave, he turned and roared at Sheep. All I want, he said, is a quiet place to sleep. So he fetched a pair of clippers, and she clipped off half her wool. She stuffed it in a cotton bag until the bag was full. She tiptoed back inside the cave. Excuse me, Bear, she said. Would you like a pillow for underneath your head? Well, thank you very much, said Bear, and soon he fell asleep. Maybe he was dreaming of a plain but thoughtful sheep. So what we'd like you to do now is just make some of those text-to-self and text-to-text connections in the text that you read on Sunshine Online, or in a book that you read from your bookshelf at home. There's lots and lots of ways that you can read. We'd like you to pick one and respond, and and tell us what kind of connection you made today with the text that you were reading. Good luck, grade 1s.